morning, Raven. Today we are doing part 2 of my stocking filler ideas for under £5. If you haven't already, you should check out the first video. If you have children, I did a children and teen one. We were discussing also about how expensive it can be not to have children, but to keep up with the trends that come out every Christmas. And now we're moving on to the parents. So kiddies out there, this is for you, or husbands and wives, vice versa. Christmas obviously is all about family, and that also entails the hard-working parents that wrap the presents at 3 a.m. and go to work and work the extra hours and have fight for sellotapes and spend hours and hours in a queue at Christmas trying to get a present for their child. Really stressful, happy times. So today we are looking at gifts for mums and dads. So mums obviously is going to be a bit more girly, and then the men's it's going to be a bit more manly. So for the women, you can't go wrong with a nice little candle, but you can get some really nice candles in little boxes and everything. And then face packs or foot masks, stuff like that. Things like nail polish, lipsticks, mascaras, any kind of makeup really could go in a stocking. I mean, as long as it's not too big. Things like small picture frames where you can get the little tiny ones where you get just a little picture you can have on your bedside. They can be nice as well. Things like paperback books, small ones obviously. You know, things like travel books, maybe, you know, the like Sudoku or crossword, things like that. You could also put wine glass chimes in as well. They are really nice, or you can put special coasters as well, depending on if you're maybe a tea or coffee drinker. Then it brings me on to special teas or coffees. You can buy the sachets or the small little boxes of tea or coffees. Things like earrings and jewellery, bracelets, decorative things like maybe cupcake liners, muffin cake cases. You could also put things like kitchen utensils like whisks. And that sounds a bit mumsy, but they're stuff that mums do use. Perfume as well as the conventional perfume chocolates kind of scenario. You can also use face creams, body lotions, shampoos, conditioners. I mean, there's a whole range there. Things like notepads, pens. Women do like to have their handbags full of loads of rubbish. Lipsticks, compact mirrors, chapstick, lip balms, glitters. I mean, for women, you've literally got a free range. I mean, women, you can do from jewellery to washing up gloves. I mean, there's plenty of choice out there for women. Maybe men need to think less, you know, conventional. Maybe not give a dishwasher tablets and washing up liquid because she may not thank you for it. Although it might be you doing the washing up later with them, so be warned. Then we get on to the dads. Now, the dads are probably the hardest one to do. Your boyfriend, your partner. You probably spend hours looking and finding presents, and all they do is go, thanks, love. What can you do? So, things like wallets, money clips are really good. Men obviously love money. Carrying it around as well. Then we have things like colognes and aftershave, mints, kind of sucky, like hardball sweets, sucky sweets. Then we have things like, if you wear glasses like me, you can get little lens wipes or repair kits. They're just little extras. Little tool sets. You can get the little tool sets that are about this big, where you just get a little screwdriver and the little bits. Then we could do personalised key rings, keychains. Then you've got stuff for sports. You've got like maybe tennis balls, golf balls, maybe fishing line, fishing weights. gifts, gift vouchers again. Then you've got like mini bottles of liquor, alcohol. Don't condone massively drinking, but little bottles of liquor that you can get really good. Sometimes you can get personalised bottles, things like shoe polish or shoe cloths, or things like playing cards. Poker is a good one. Gift cards, like I said, vouchers are the kind of the norm, but they can be a bit boring and it's kind of impersonal. Then for the food items, rather than jerky, rather than chocolate, maybe you could get him beef jerky or something, you know, a bit more strong tasting and manly flavours rather than chocolates. It can become a bit monotonous. Brazil nuts are my partner's favourite. Then you can do things like a pocketbook or a tie, a watch maybe for the jewellery, a bracelet, maybe a ring, and stuff like that. And then moving on to the last part, which I will put in this video, is gifts for everybody. So like universal gifts would be an ornament, a luggage tag maybe, things like candy can be for anyone. Stationery is kind of universal, excuse me. Stationery is universal, whether it's a calculator, a pen, a notebook, crayons, felt tips, I mean, depending on what you do. Puzzle books, colouring books can be for all ages, I guess, now that we have colour therapy for adults. Things like stress balls or novelty gifts as well. You can also get like coasters or, like I said, tea and coffee sachets. Maybe not for kids, the tea or coffee. Gift cards, obviously. Scratch cards you could stick in your stockings. You can stick things like diaries or universal sort of like travel shopping bags, or, you know, just that kind of stuff. I mean, everyone loves a good pair of socks. You can stick Christmas hats in there, and then you could all wear them Christmas Day. But there is a whole range of items out there that you can get. Obviously, every person in your family will be different, and some are harder to pick for than others. And like I said, Christmas isn't just a time for giving, it's also a time for receiving. Or the opposite way around. I like to do both. I spend most of my November and December wrapping presents, which can be exhausting, but at the end of the day, when you see your kids' faces or your partner's face on Christmas Day opening the present, and they'll give you a hug and they're so happy that they got the present, it all makes it worth it. So if you haven't already, check out part 1 of my video for the Christmas stocking filler guide for children and teens. Obviously, these are just ideas, and there are millions and millions of other presents you could buy people. If you wanted to go crazy, you could stick the new iPhone in their stocking. You could stick an MP3 player in their stocking. I mean, you can stick everything from a tiny orange to an Apple phone. See what I did there? So, you know, everyone's budget is different, and when you sit there on Christmas Day and you look in your stocking and you only see maybe a couple of items, do remember that whoever did that took the time to pick the item, they worked for it, and it's just polite just to say thank you. Even if you don't like the item, it's just polite just to say thank you, and it just lets them know that you appreciate the time and effort they put into your present. Obviously, you could return the item if you then don't like it. There's always that. So if you haven't already, also check out my men's calendar that I did. I did Man Stuff by Technics Christmas calendar. That'll also go up sometime as well. I was getting a bit bored of the whole women calendar Zoella argument, so I did a men's Christmas calendar instead. So like, subscribe to my channel would be much appreciated. I've just hit 5,000 views. Thank you to everyone that has liked and subscribed. Comment down below what you would love in your Christmas stocking for Christmas, and I will see you very soon for another video. Take care. Bye.